I summon Pot of Greed.
Welcome to another video. Today, it's me, your host, Sim King, and we are back playing a Watery Tearlaments with Tidal, the Dragon Ruler. I wanted to build a Tidal deck, and I found this one that was in the top 4 of a tournament, and I made a little bit of changes, and I decided, you know what, we're going to test it out. So, it's classic Tearlaments, but with triple Tidal. So hopefully Tidal makes an impact. You watch the games, see how you think it went. Do you think Tidal's a good slot for Tearlaments? Tearlaments got hit very hard on the ban list. Still a playable deck, more so than I think the OCG for sure. TCG, people still playing Tearlaments. They love their Tearlaments. Opponent going first, blinking as Cyber Dragon, Infinity, and a regular Cyber Dragon. Not the strongest board, one Omni Negate, and Tearlaments are going to show you why modern Yu-Gi-Oh! Is crazy, and you know, you got a one Negate no longer enough. Let's search with our Tearlaments field spell. We're going to activate a Sheeran, discarding the Havness. That's going to mill triple cards, opponent not choosing to negate, obviously. That's going to trigger, since we milled some cards that activate in the graveyard, Havness and Rhino Heart. With some careful chain ordering, we can make it so our Havness can't be negated by the Cyber Dragon Infinity because we chain blocked it with our Rhino Heart. Rhino Heart gets summoned. Discard the Heartbeat, not going to do anything in this situation. Opponent has no spells. Let's fusion summon into the Kick Kalos. And just look at this, like Kick Kalos. And then we're going to trigger the field spell to chain block the Kick Kalos effect to search. Opponent can't Omni it. And Rhino Heart going to search as well. You know, we're just choosing the chain order here. I want to make sure the pop went through. Opponent going to negate, but at this point we're generating such a ridiculous amount of value. There's really not much we can do to be stopped at the moment. Opponent's like, I'll negate that, I guess. Gonna lose my Cyber Dragon anyway. We're gonna search for the Scream here. Is Scream the right choice? I could have got the other Tearlament and milled more, but this also mills his 3. So actually it's the same. This is the same net milling since we had the Tearlament Rhino Heart in hand. Kick Kalos gonna activate. Scream gonna activate. We're gonna mill 8. Just casual mill 8 here. Mill 8. No Tidal. Where's Tidal? We've milled so many cards. Where's our Tidal? We got 3 of them, but we haven't hit Tidal. We did hit, where is he? We did hit the Destrudo, which we are playing out 1. Amazing card in Tearlaments. Sully can activate. And yeah, opponent, I mean, the real question is, can we pop this Cyber Dragon and get lethal? Maybe possible. Havness gonna get summoned. We're gonna use the Destrudo. We got quite a bit of damage here. We're gonna Time Thief Redoer. We're going to get to battle, see if we can get lethal, do a little bit of push here. We're not going to Synchro Summon yet since we got a lot of power on board with these two. Hit with the Time Thief Redoer. In combat, activate Detach, start summoning. Fusion Summon. The Rokolos. Just shy of lethal here. Didn't have a way to push a little bit more damage. If you saw a line, let me know. We're going to make the F.A. Dawn Dragster with our Destrudo. This is a once per turn spell trap negate. So we got Spell Negate, Special Summon Negate, Banish from the Graveyard and Negate, Pathfinder if we manage to Fusion Summon something. That's going to activate, pop a card on the field. And we got Tearlaments Scream. If they summon a monster, we're going to mill 3. Opponent. Oh, just kidding. We also got Time Thief Redoer. Going to yoink a card from the top of the opponent's deck and give us an additional draw in this case since we got a spell. Alright, big weakness of the Cyber Dragons. They're all named Cyber Dragon on the field and graveyard. So if we banish Cyber Dragon from opponent's graveyard, this Cyber Dragon core, which is named Cyber Dragon, will be negated by the call by. We're going to mill as well, why not? And you know what? We're going to fire off that call by the grave. Oh no, what happened? I missed. They're all called Cyber Dragon, and I accidentally hit the Nashter instead of the Cyber Dragon. So that's a bit of an oops. But it's okay. We have so much value, we can throw some of it away, literally waste it. Time Thief Redoer, draw a card. We could draw into a hand trap here. We could draw an Ash Blossom. We could draw a Maximum C. Just drawing a call by the grave, though. Banishing the Cyber Dragon. Not going to do too much. Since it is no longer named Cyber Dragon while it's banished, that's why the call by doesn't work. Finger rules. Very difficult. All right, what we mill? Meta Noise, but no Tearlaments. So, and also no Titles. So, not going to activate anything yet. We do have this negate on the Dawn Dragster. Opponent adding a spell to the hand. And summoning the Chimeratech Fortress because it's a machine. It's a machine, so they can just yoink it into a Cyber Dragon. Very rude. Okay, opponent getting the Cyber Plant. Going to search for a Cyber Dragon, not the Kaiju. They're supposed to be playing a Kaiju. An opponent giving up. They realized the Tearlament value is too strong and they have no more plays. That is game Tearlaments unreal. But we can do better. Where's our title? Let's get to the next game. If you like these sorts of videos, make sure to comment and subscribe to the channel. So I'll be back with more watery content in the future. Tearlaments, probably the strongest water deck, although they're not really a pure water deck in their heart. We all know they're water. We're going to search with our Primeval Planet for the Rhino Heart, sending a Havness to the graveyard to start fusion summoning. And the key of this deck is to just mill as much as possible, right? Now, it's easy to just do a simple play, kick Kalos, send a Tearlament to the graveyard, and then fusion summon into the Rokolos, have our monster summon negate. But why do that when we can just get 1,000 cards in our graveyard? We're going to add Scream to the hand since we already got the Kashtira. Now, I found that when I'm searching with my Kalos and I just want to get as many mills as possible, I'll search for Kashtira, and Kashtira is going to mill 3. Summon gets summoned by the Kick Kalos. Kick Kalos is going to mill 5. That's 8 mill. But because we already had this in hand, that's why I'm searching for the Scream. So we get an additional 3. So that's going to get summoned. That's going to mill 5. We're going to chain order that so it's last, so it can't get ashed. Stop our mill 5. Mill 3, that's 8. Mill 3 again, that's 11 cards milled. That's a lot of milling, and there it is. There's the Tidal. Tidal in the GY. All right, what does Tidal do? Why are we playing Tidal in this deck, okay? 2 reasons. First of all, if you have another water in the hand, or a dragon in the hand, I believe, you can... Oh, it does have to be a water. You have another water in the hand, you discard Tidal and the monster, and then you Foolish Burial Goods a Tearlament from your deck to the graveyard. So this is triple Foolish Burial Goods in the deck, all right? Also, if it's in the graveyard, you can banish 2 water or dragon type monsters, special summon it. That's a level 7, all right? Level 7 on the field. And this is also a level 7. If we get 2 level 7s on the field, we can go into the Galaxy Tomahawk, and we have a very interesting Galaxy Tomahawk line. Stick around. I'll be sure to show it off. But for now, let's just get Wombo comboing. Now, Tearlaments, like honestly, this deck, horrible to play against, but it's so strong. It just, the lines, you have so many lines you can do. The deck, it feels like the biggest brain, next levelist Yu-Gi-Oh! So you mill so many cards, you have so many things activating. You know, you gotta be, to not hit your timer, you gotta be doing the maximum value. There we are summoning the Shirin, milling 3 again, so we are at 14 cards milled. Fusion summon. That Rokolos. Summon the Time Thief Redoer. Did we hit a Destrudo? We did not hit a Destrudo. Can we activate our Tidal? Looks like we can, but why activate Tidal when we have a... Do we have another water in the graveyard? Oh, we don't. We need 2. So you got to have 2 waters, 2 dragons. Right now, we got Tidal in the hand, but only 1 other water. So we're going to just hold. Just going to hold for now. Got a lot of interaction, though. Opponent playing Branded. Let's activate the Max C. Not even going to bother to negate this. We're going to negate the Branded Fusion. Why negate Summon when we can negate the Fusion Summon? Opponent summoning that Aluber the Boober to search for their Branded spell. We absorb a Forbidden Droplet. Tearlaments Scream going to get Millen. Tearlaments Sulliot going to negate the search effect of the Aluber. We're going to send. And that's going to trigger the Kashtira effect of mill. Mill some more. Still not hitting a Tearlament, though. Opponent reasoning. We're going to let that go. We could have negated with Rokolos, but we're going to name 4 because opponent's playing a Branded when you don't want the Quem or the other level 4 Branded monster getting summoned. Opponent playing Dark Lords, though. Dark Lord gets summoned. Opponent activating this Ishtel, and this is going to be devastating. Call by the grave and negate the Ishtel to draw. Opponent discarded 2 cards for 0 value. They got 1 card left in the hand. 2 monsters on the field, not doing anything. We still got our Fusion Summon, which is technically a shuffle into the deck with a Time Thief Redoer to Fusion Summon Tearlament. We also got Rooklos to negate, and opponent, they are done. Pretty sure we had a Shuffler in the graveyard. Tearlaments continuing to show off why it is ridiculous. Still didn't get to use that Tidal, although at least we milled it this time. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game, and this is why Tearlaments is ridiculous, alright? We have 2 Ashes, 2 Maxis, and a Primeval Planet. What does this look like to you? Does this look like we're going to be able to make a good board? I mean, how powerful is 1 Primeval Planet? Let's find out. Let's find out right here. Primeval Planet. Search for the Rhino Heart. Normal summon Rhino Heart. How bad could this be? How bad could normal summon Rhino Heart be? We're going to send Havness to the graveyard. The reason we send Havness is because we have only one Havness, but we have two. Apparently it's not a related card. Alright, we have only one Havness, but we have two of the Sheeran. Sheeran getting randomly milled is more likely, so that's why we send the Havness first. And as you know, Konami banned the other Tearlament names, so we can only do 2 fusion summons in a turn. Kit Kalos gets summon it. Search for the Kashtira, and this is what I told you before. Kashtira, that's the one we're adding to the hand. Activate Kit Kalos, summon the Kashtira. That's going to be mill 5. That's going to be mill another 3. We're milling 8. Get milling. This is one card. We did this with one card, alright? Get lucky on our mills. We did mill the Tidal, finally. There he is, Tidal in the GY. We also got the Destrudo in here. Metanoid is going to activate, get back to the hand, the Rhino Heart. We're going to activate Tidal, and this is it. This is to show you. What does Tidal do? Banish 2 waters from the graveyard, summon the Tidal, go into the Galaxy Tomahawk. We got a very simple Galaxy Tomahawk line here. Obviously, barf the tokens onto the field. Tokens get barfed. Barfing the tokens. Very nice. Very barfy. Summon Cross Sheep. You're probably wondering why Cross Sheep in the deck list. If you snuck to the deck list, you're gonna know why now. Clifford Genius gets summoned. Link Spider gets summoned. Now this looks like complete nonsense, alright? Why these 3 monsters? Well, you're about to find out. Well, activate Destrudo first on our token. This is just additional value. This is supplemental. Don't even need to do this. Make a Dawn Dragster, get our Spell Trap Negate. And now, use those 3 cards to summon Curious, a Lightsworn Dominion. So 2 level 7s is a Lightsworn. That sends a monster. That's a Foolish Burial. We send a monster from our deck to the graveyard. And then just because, as a bonus, we get to mill 3 in addition to doing that. Fusion Summon with the Sheeran we milled. Didn't lucky mill it. We just forced it to the graveyard with our Curious. Fusion Summon the Rokolos. We're just going to mill another 3. Hit a Sulliek. Add the Havness to the hand. That's more interaction. And you can see we got a Shuffler in the graveyard. Shuffler in the graveyard. We got Summon Negate. We got F.A. Dawn, Dragster, Spell Trap Negate. And we used 1 card to do this. We still have 4 cards in the hand that are hand trapped. Ash Blossom 2, Ash Blossom 2 Maxis. And Havness is a hand trap as well, because if opponent activates a monster effect on the field, it's going to summon itself and mill some cards, which potentially could let us fusion summon again. And I'm not even talking about Primeval Planet. If we shuffle a monster into a Tearlament from our graveyard into the deck, Planet's going to pop. And we have that live because we got the Keldo. Keldo can shuffle our own Tearlament from our graveyard back into the deck. Just shuffle this Kashtira. That's going to trigger the Primeval Planet. So we have a lot of interaction. Opponent, can you even do anything? Have you lost the will to duel? We're just going to fire off this Maxi right now. Opponent summoning a Magna Rocket Dragon, and they have lost the will to live. Attacking into our Rokolos. Can anything stop the Tearlaments? We don't even need this. Fenrir doing nothing. Literally already have lethal damage on the board. No actions needed. Opponent is done. Tearlaments, ridiculous. Let's go on to the next game. Are Tearlaments truly unstoppable? Yeah, ask yourself that question. All right, we got interesting hand going second. We got Bishop. We got the Tidal. Opponent, Hero Lives. This is the nightmare. All right. Elemental Hero, Shadow Mist, getting special summon when the hero lives. I showed off a deck when Tearlaments was top tier. I did a deck that did this, and you're going to find out why this is devastating. If you aren't already familiar, Mass Change, that gets searched with the Shadow Mist. Opponent does their normal hero plays. Who cares? This was the play that lost us the game. Opponent summoning Fusion Destiny. Again, a Destroyer Phoenix Enforcer. Not sure why opponent is not doing more hero lines. They're just ending right here. They may have been worried because we had the Magnemut. Magnemut was giving us priority. We're going to banish this Hero Disc to get a search from the Pizza Hut. And we know that opponent is... We know what this is, alright? We know what this is. We know we're in trouble. We got to get our banishes, our monsters in the graveyard now before we won't be able to do it anymore. Pizza Hut, get summoning, get searching. Opponent firing off this DPE. Definitely not a great line. If we had a second Bestial in the deck, our Pizza Hut could have searched for another Bestial, and that would have been able to banish the DPE in the standby phase. So maybe we should be running a second Bestial. Food for thought here. We're only running 1. Opponent gets their DP back because we don't have another Bestial search. It does not matter though. Well, it does matter a little bit actually. If they didn't have this DP, we might have been able to get a win here. Might have been able to force it through, but you're going to find out right now why we're about to be out of this game. Tearlament's Heartbeat. Let's just force him to do it right now. Masco Changeo. Summon the Dark Law. And what does Dark Law do? Dark Law says the graveyard does no longer exist. Any card sent to the graveyard banished instead. This means Tearlaments can't do anything. Can we pop this Dark Claw? Well, we can summon a monster big enough to smash over it, but with this DP on the field, it's going to get popped, and we are going to be very sad. So maybe we can trick opponent into activating the DP early. Let's fire up this Scream. Let's summon the Rhino Heart. Send a card to the graveyard, gets banished instead. Let's activate. Summon the Dragon Ruler. Opponent obviously could have banished our Destrudo if we'd summoned it. And if it gets into the graveyard, wouldn't be able to summon this Dragon Ruler. You can see Dragon Ruler is chunkier than the Masked Hero Darklaw, but he's about to get reduced. And even if we'd milled, opponent can pop with the DP, so that is not going to work out very well for us. Even Max C, not activatable, because opponent has the Darklaw stopping us from sending him to the graveyard. So Tearlaments, you know, they can still get janked out if you have the exact correct hate piece. Luckily, Tearlaments not being played as much, so hopefully fewer Darklaws will be seen. Let's go on to the next game. On to the next game. Now, we won't be doing Sink or Swim today, but we will be doing some pack opening. All right, I got to get some new cards. So if you want to stick around till the end, we will have some beautiful packs getting open. Make sure to send your Sink or Swims to the channel if you want to be featured in a future video. Sheeran, going to activate. We got the Scream on field to get Millen randomly. Opponent Ash Blossoming or Sheeran. So no summons for us. Very sad. We'll just have to normal summon it. Basic, normal summon, trigger the Scream, hope to get lucky. We did not get lucky. This is the worst Tearlament opening I've ever seen in my life. Alright, opponent, maybe you'll summon a monster for us, activate our Scream. I believe. We also got Maxi. Let's fire off the Maxi right now. Oh, opponent playing Pearlies. Oh no, Pearlies actually a good deck. Actually a good deck. Actually disrupted us, so we didn't get enough mills to trigger our Sheeran. And opponent playing Pearlies. Are we done for? Well, let's just find out. We're at the mercy of Maximum C and our mills. Pearlies getting activated to search. Well, let's get milling. Believe in the mills. We hit. Okay, some traps. That's going to search things to our hand, but no Tearlaments milled. Opponent looking at the top three. They did not hit a Pearly spell trap. They do get to add the Pearlili to the hand, though. These were both special summon. Get search and get the Havness. Havness potentially can activate, mill more cards, alright? We believe. Hand trap. Hand trap Havness. Opponent activating the Pearly. That's going to trigger the Havness. Havness gets summoned and get milling. We got to get lucky with these mills. Come on. I believe. And there it is. Tearlaments Rhino Heart. That's going to activate. Get summoning. Pearly Beauty is here. Get Butanin. We got the Sheeran in the hand. This is perfect. I don't know why opponent activated this now. Alright, they should have waited and negated the Rhino Heart to stop us from sending a card to the graveyard, but it would not have mattered because Sheeran getting sent to the graveyard, and that's going to trigger. Opponent negating our Havness for no reason. You know, even if they didn't misplay here and negated our Rhino Heart, they would have been done for because Sheeran's going to activate right now. Yeah, Rhino Heart would have been negated. Opponent is firing off a Max C. I mean, they might draw some cards from that. They might. They might draw some cards. Rhino Heart sending a Cashier to the graveyard just to get some additional mills. Fusion summon that Kaleido Heart. Kaleido Heart gets spinning. Get that Pearly Beauty out of here. Cashier are going to get milling some more. Chain block. Getting that Fairytale Snow in the graveyard. Actually, very nice. Pearly shuffling their Pearly back into the deck. Not sure what that was about. My friend Pearly going to search. A little bit neutered since they limited a lot of these Pearly spell traps to 2, so you can't guarantee the spell trap you're searching for anymore. Delicious Memory at 1 means very difficult to get your Delicious. No longer guaranteed. Pearly activating. We're going to fire off Fairytale Snow right now. Fairytale Snow triggers on a new chain to flip a monster face down, so we're going to try and flip down their big Chungus Pearly, which is, they got lucky. Actually did get the Delicious. They're even running hot. And we're going to flip them face down right now. No Noir for you. Early Pearly Plump activating. Eating some cards from the graveyard, but no good when it's face down. Get flipped. Opponent has been flipped. And they got the Pearlili, but they had already activated it. Both its effects had already activated this turn, so no more Pearly summoning. They're going into a Relinquished Anima. They could have stolen our Havness or our Fairytale Snow. They're going to steal our Havness. Actually kind of annoying, because it does steal one of our names. We can no longer fusion summon with the Havness while they've stolen it, but I think at this point we got enough material going on that that's not going to be a problem. Opponent ending the turn. We're not even going to fire off our Bistral. We're going to hold on to it. Supreme Seamare. Get milling. Didn't even need the Bistral. Get milling. Hit the Destrudo. Hit the Tidal. Hit the Sheeran. Get spinning. Get fusion summoning. This is just devastation. Poor Pearlies. They used to be so hot, but now they're getting smacked by Tearlaments. Tearlaments just, I don't know. It's still so strong. It feels, when you're playing Tearlaments, it feels like you're playing a different game. Opponents' Pearlies are done. They can't handle it anymore. Let's do one more game, and then we'll get cracking. On to the next game. This deck reminds me, when I used to play Duel Links, there was a light-dark deck that played Lightsworns, and it was very similar gameplay style, where you just try and mill as much as possible, and then just use your monsters in the graveyard to do plays. It was really fun in Duel Links, and it continues to be very fun to play. We're going to fire off a Max C. Opponent is either going to try and deck us out, or try and make a board strong enough to handle the fact that we're drawing a bajillion cards. Barondafleur, the single time negate. Speedroid Wheel. And opponent, I mean, you're high rolling on the Speedroid Wheel. I still don't know what board they could possibly make that would stop us. Unless they can make a Dark Claw, we should be doing hot. And drawing both Super Polys, that is probably going to be enough for us to take it. We don't need any more cards. Opponent, please stop. Please stop. We don't need any more cards. We are happy. We are happy with what we have. Crystal Wing Synchro Dragon is a monster negate. They got Omni, they got Monster. What other interruptions are they going to have? Opponent summoning more cards. They're going to try and deck us out. Now, the thing about trying to deck us out is it may not be actually possible for them to do, because we got these shufflers. So if opponent makes us draw our entire deck, we can fire off this Super Poly, shuffle, get one of our shufflers in the graveyard. Oh, wait, no. In Yu-Gi-Oh, you draw before, right? Oh, yeah, we would instantly die. Okay, in Magic, you can respond to the draw phase, but in Yu-Gi-Oh, you can't. So we would instantly die if they get our whole deck into the graveyard. Speedroid is here. Opponent ending the turn. They got 2 interruptions. Did not manage to make additional interruptions, so let's just clear things up. Super Poly, both of those wind monsters into a Mood Dragon of the Swamp. Opponent's interruptions are now gone. Normal summon Rhino Heart, and we just got, like, we can do anything. The whole world is ours. We can do whatever we want. Fusion summon Kaleido Heart. We don't even realizing that, you know what, why spin these? We can Super Poly. Super Poly get an additional body. Clear the field. Super Poly Part 2. Fusion summon the Garura. And this is already lethal, I think. The Garura does double damage. Let's summon a Tidal from the hand. Let's boost our attack with the Primeval Planet. We don't even need to do anything else. This is clearly lethal damage. 10,000 attack. Clearing a ridiculous board. I mean, Max C is busted, but Tearlaments just making Max C look like the most broken card in the universe. Infinite cards means infinite value. Let's go on to the deck list. Alright, here is the deck. Alright, I'm going to show you the full deck now. I will say this was mostly taken from a deck I found on a tournament I was watching, DK's tournament a few weeks ago. And it is up on the website, so I'll link to the deck list I took this from, the idea from, in the description. I did make a small change. I'll go through it and we'll talk about it. All right, triple Max C, triple Ash as tradition, the one Havness. We got the Barrier Statue. Barrier Statue not really doing much in this deck. Honestly, you could probably swap the Barrier Statue for something else, and you would be still okay. Let's talk about what you could do with it later. Fairy Tale Snow, we got triple Supreme Seamare. This is Havness Part 2. Or Rhino Heart Part 2, sorry. That sends a Tearlament from the deck to the graveyard because they're all Aquas. We got 2 Sheerans. We got triple Rhino Heart. We got the Keldo. We got the Mudor. We got the Bistral Magnamut. We got triple Tidal. We got Destrudo. We got Fenrir. We got Kashtira. We got Foolish Barrel. Foolish Barrel Goods. Primeval Planet Perla Rhino. Tearlament Scream ×2. Triple Super Poly. 2 Called by the Grave. 1 Heartbeat. 1 Meta Noise. 1 Crime. 1 Celiac. We got Mood Dragon, Kit Kalos, Garura, Dracosapelia, Rokalos, Kaleido Heart, Dawn, Dragster, Barondafleur, Psychic End Punisher, Time Thief, Redoer, number 42, Galaxy Tomahawk, Link Spider, Clifford, Genius, Cross Sheep, and the curious Lightsworn Dominion. And in this video, monsters that did not get featured today, Dracosapelia. Never made him. This is optional. Don't need it. Psychic and Punisher, more of a flex slot. Don't need this, all right? And everything else got used today. So I'm pretty happy when you do a video and every card in the deck makes an appearance. Foolish Barrel Goods was a card I substituted for a Tearlament Trap. Tearlament Trap that I was not familiar with. So there is a trap. I think, is it a Tearlament Trap or it's a, what is he called? The guy, Vsauce Starfrost. It's a Vsauce trap, and it has an effect to banish itself from the graveyard to do something. But the fact that it was an ultra rare made it so that I didn't want to play it. Triv Karma. Alright, I have one. If it's in the grave, you can banish it, add a spell trap that mentions Visa Starfrost from your deck to your hand. So you mill this, you can add the Vsauce Starfrost Primeval Planet or the Tearlaments Heartbeat. Both of these name the Vsauce. Looks like Metanoise names Vsauce too. So, oh yeah, maybe you can search all of these. So, you know what? Maybe if you got the Triv Karma, you can play it. I have a copy. I decided I didn't want to try it out. I put a Foolish Barrel Goods instead. Was Foolish Barrel Goods that useful? Not really. You could probably cut this. Also, Barrier Statue, other than being a generic Aqua, didn't really do much. You might be better off playing a Turtle Kaiju, which you can use to get rid of problematic monsters, and is also an Aqua. And instead of this Foolish Barrel Goods, you're probably better off playing another Bestial, because the Bestials search Bestials. So Bestial get the Bestial, and you'd be doing pretty hot. Alright. Fenrir, also not amazing in this deck because it gets milled. It isn't really a hand trap. You can use it to force interaction. And it's still, I mean, it's still a great card, but it doesn't do anything in the graveyard, so maybe not worth it. That's my thoughts. In the extra deck, I don't know if I would change too much. The Drawn Dragster negating spell traps is great. Dracostapelia, Flex Slot, you can play Zeus or something, but our only XC is the Time Thief Redoer and the Tomahawk. Tomahawk can't really attack, so how are you going to summon Zeus? I don't even know. This play with the Curious, though, that was pretty impressive, pretty fun. Using Tidal to make a level 7 on the field with another level 7 with the, where is it? The Tearlaments, Kashtira. That felt pretty amazing. So maybe there's some even more spicy things you could try out. You let me know what you think. Deck was really fun to play. And as a reward for everyone who stuck around, we're going to open some packs because next time we're going to be getting our race on, playing the Fire Ambulance deck. That's a water deck. All right, let's talk about it. Let's go. All right, we're going to ride into the future with this new pack, and you're going to want to craft this if you haven't already because these very silly Seeker of Sinful Spoils cards, the Sinful Spoils cards, these are the Snake Eyes especially. These are going to be great for like the whole next year because all these fire support decks are coming out. They're going to have the Fire Kings, which are going to play 3 of this. They're going to have probably more cards for the fire support deck, Rescue Ace, which is what we're going to play next time. It will be next week though. So Sinful Spoils is what we're going for. Let's see if Konami is in scam mode or not. We do want triple of this. Triple of this, probably triple of this. It's a lot of URs. We also probably want the Diabell Star Black Witch. This is the card people wanted the art of. I'm not a huge fan of this art. I think it looks a bit messy. But you know what? I'm a snob. I'm an art snob. I only love frogs. So what can I even say? Let's get pulling. I'm gonna do. Please do not scam me, Konami. I don't see any UR glow. I'm going to do one pull slow. I know you've been sticking around for a long time, so if you like sticking around, if you like seeing the packs open slowly, alright? We can talk about Yu-Gi-Oh! Oh, alright, looks like we got a UR. Maybe we're not getting scammed today. Nonsense. And a Revolution Synchron, alright. I don't know what this is. Is this good? You let me know. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll grind it up for gems. The one thing I do like about the selection packs in the store is there's no random garbage from other packs, so you pull a UR, it is actually going to be a UR that is from the relevant pack, so less likely to be garbage. This pack is quite strong as well. Konami trying to bait people in the store with Blue Eyes White Dragon when Blue Eyes not been playable for a very long time. It would be nice if Konami gave Blue Eyes something to be playable. You know, I just love my Brick Dragon. Any deck that plays triple of a level 8 Brick normal monster deserves to be, you know, at least a little viable. Just give him some help, you know? Because they're going to have a hand. They're going to have hands that are like double Ash, triple Blue Eyes White Dragon. And there's nothing that you can do that would stop it. Sinful Spoils in Prismatic. Very beautiful. Or not Prismatic, sorry. Just regular foil. Regular foil. Very nice. 1 of 6 or 7 URs that we need. Also 2 URs from this pull. Means we're not doing too bad. Nothing in this one. What decks are people playing now? There's not been water support for a long time. And this year of fire, I'm very worried that there won't be any water decks for me to play. If you missed my previous fire Rescue Ace deck, all right. Now we talk about Rescue Ace being a fire archetype. Why am I playing it? I'm a water guy. Well, you see, firefighters use water to fight fires. So even though they have the fire attribute, technically it's a water deck. We've talked about this before, but the reasoning is flawless. Also, I'm doing a crossover with the Avatar show that's coming out on Netflix. I don't know if it's going to be good, but in Avatar you have to learn all the 4 elements: earth, water, fire, and air. We already mastered water, so we got to master fire next, and then you know, we'll be able to defeat the Fire Lord. All right, that's the secret. That's why we got to do it. Fire is next, then earth, then air, I guess. Maybe Konami will make wind support at some time. More URs. Not bad for our final pack. It is a Emperor Charles the Great. This is a real human, and I didn't know he was a Yu-Gi-Oh card. Emperor Charles. Infernoble Knights. Are Infernoble Knights good? Do we need to learn this to be a master of the Avatar all 4 elements? Who knows? So far, pretty solid pulls. 3 URs is above average. I always say 2.2 is the average. Let's go 10 pull number 2. I got 4,000 gems from the last event, so oh my god, 1, 2, 3, 4 known URs, potentially even more. Konami loves me today. Are we going to get our Snake Eyes, though? Just got to find out. Snake Eyes. Hit me with the Snake Eyes. Jet Synchron, great card. Elemental Hero Grand Merge. And a Chi-Ji Guy Glaive Blaster. Is this a generic synchro? 1 tuner synchro and a 2 non-tuner synchro monsters. This is very difficult to summon. It is level 12. Does it have an amazing effect? Quick effect, target a monster on the field, special summon with the extra deck, banish it. That is okay. You can use this effect a number of times equal to the number of non-tuner synchro monsters used as synchro material for this card. Alright. Well, interesting card. I don't know how to summon it, but it seems quite like it could be quite strong. Pack number 2. I don't like to dismantle. Talk about theory of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! MasterDuel. I don't like to dismantle extra deck monsters if there's any chance at all that I might want to play it in a deck. So that one I'll probably keep, even though I'm not sure that I'll be able to summon it at all. Find out. Excel Synchron. Maybe you can summon it with Excel Synchron. Excel Synchron, very generic. You can make a level 5 synchro, you can make it. I was playing, a while ago, I was playing Crystal Beast? No, what are they called? It's a synchro deck with the level 3s. Crystron. Playing Crystron. Crystron was making that level 5 synchro. Power synchro, whatever. Synchron guy. TG Rocket Salamander. TG is not an archetype I really liked. It was in MasterDuel. A lot of synchro summoning. Synchro summoning is fun sometimes, but sometimes I don't want to have to add up levels. Adding up levels is difficult. That's why XEs are my preferred method of summoning. I can tell when I have 2 level 7s on the field, but what does 5 and 3 add up to? Who knows? It's 8. Alright, pack number 7. I don't want to do math while I'm dueling, alright? But the timer is already stressful enough. I don't want to have to count. And you know, once we get adding up 4 different monsters, who knows? Poplar. People play this. This is what you're searching for with your Snake Eyes. So we actually do want a Poplar. Not upset about that at all. I saw 4 URs. If I don't get 4 URs, I'm going to be upset though. Konami, don't scam me by saying, oh, you got 4 URs and then only giving me 3. Excel Synchron again. Noble Knights is kind of fun. Monsters that become equip spells. That resonates with me, even though it is a not water archetype. Maybe I can find some reason to say that it's water. Just a strong justification. Pack number 10. Is this UR number 4? I was not counting. We get a Bike, a Snake Eyes, and a Original Sin Spoilful Snake Eyes. This is the one we want. This is the best one. Just searches a level 1 fire. Specials it to the field. That's how we get our Fire Hydrant. That's how you get the new Fire King monster that's not out yet. It's a level 1. There it is, 4 URs. 2 are ones we want. Not even bad at all. 10 pull number 3. 10 pull number 3. Konami, bless me with your pulls. 1 UR. I saw 1. Can we beat the average? Can we get the 2.33% URs? Nothing here. Nothing today. But what about the next pull? There's always another pull. Nothing. Pack number 3. Now, the Snake Eyes card, they got a lot of words, but they are going to be good for the whole rest of the year. That's why I think it's worth investing. Even if you hate... Ooh, hey, yeah, another Snake Eye. Not bad, not bad. All right, 2 of 3. Even if you don't like the Snake Eyes deck archetype on its own, if you're going to be playing any of the Fire decks in the future, including the Fire Kings, which are really fun, they're like dinosaurs. You pop the Fire Kings, they activate effects in the graveyard, resummon themselves a bunch of times. If you like popping babies, you're going to be loving the Fire Kings. So this is an investment in the future. It's not going to be as easy to get these cards once they rotate out of the shop. TG Star Guardian. Not a huge fan. I think I already said, not a huge fan of TGs. I don't like adding levels. Ooh. No, there you are. Can we get that 2.33? Oh, wow. Just high rolling here. Did we just get a Crimson Dragon, level 12, generic Synchro, add a spell trap that mentions Synchro Dragon or Crimson Dragon from your deck to your hand. That doesn't do much. Target level higher and Synchro on the field, except it. Return it to the extra deck, special summon a Dragon Synchro from your extra deck with the same level as a targeted monster. This feels like you could play it in a few different decks, and it feels like it could be generically good. What do you use Crimson Dragon to do? Are we just getting rid of our opponent's Synchros? Or are we using our own Synchros to upgrade them? That very interesting card. Definitely keeping that one. Pack number 7. Pretty sure I only need a couple URs left from this set. Might be high rolling today. Konami forgot to set this set to scam mode. Cosmic Quasar Dragon. This also seems like it could be good. Generic Synchro. Sorry, just kidding. Tuner Synchro Monster, 2 non-tuner Synchros. Did we talk about this one already? Yeah, we did. No, we didn't. It's different. Negates. It negates things. Very powerful, high-level Synchros that involve adding up to 12, which is very difficult to do. I don't know, like counting past 8, I don't know if I can do it. That's a skill. That is a skill that I just do not have. Pack number 9. Oh, we did it. We hit that 2.33 URs, crossing it by a mile, pulling a Elemental Hero Flame Wingman Infernal Rage. This is a hero monster. I've seen people summoning this in the event. I didn't realize it was a new card. If it's fusion summoned, add a card with favorite in its name. You contribute this card if it was summoned using a normal monster, special summon a level 7 or lower hero from your deck or extra deck that can't be normal summoned or set. What can we summon with this? Can we summon the very annoying... there's a billion heroes. I hate this. I know you guys... Some of you guys know a lot about heroes, and you could tell me what heroes are good. But what's that hero that like negates all your opponent's monster effects? That one doesn't seem to be in the related cards. But if you could summon that with this, that'd be nuts. All right. Pack number 10. I might have to break out the Umi heroes again now that I pull a strong hero card. Pack number 10. We got, a Doppel Warrior. The most toppest tier of cards. Some Amulet Ring and a Snake Eyes Ash. All right. Let's take a look. 2/2. We're almost all the way there. I'm gonna use the rest of my gems. We got one more pull. One more 10 pull. Can we get lucky? Can we get all of the sinful spoils that we need? I heard people saying they're wasting their gems in the store trying to get the Ash Blossom with the alternate art and the Appaloosa with the alternate art. It's not worth it. That's a scam. Hey! Look at me not getting scammed today. Sinful Spoils Part 3. Now we just need one of the other one and we're good. I'll definitely be using my gems to craft these. We're going to be dismantling some things, crafting some URs, and playing our Rescue Aces. We're going to be racists. Rescue Ace enthusiasts, or racists as they call us. Pack number 3 of the last 10 pull. Can we get that last Sinful Spoil? Or the Diablo Star that people want as a sleeve. I was going to vote for Max C to get a sleeve because the cockroach deserves it. It has traumatized us for days. Oh, another of these. Do you play 2 of these or 1? You tell me. Let me know if I can dismantle this. We can always look it up on duellinksmeta.com. I am not affiliated with that channel. I just use it a lot. All right. Hey, I think we actually, this is the one we already had, isn't it? Yeah, we wanted the other one. Wow, Konami. 4? I don't need 4. What am I going to do with 4? At least this isn't Duel Links. In Duel Links, you get 4. There's literally, it's useless. complete garbage. But in this, you get 4 you can dismantle. It's a third of a UR. Duel Links was, oh my god, Duel Links was so ruthless. That game was, the monetization was savage. Game was fun, but though once MasterDuel came out, I can't ever go back. Imagine, you gotta spend like $100 a month trying to pull the URs, and you get duplicates, can't dismantle, craft other things. Got a billion copies of Dark Magician. Pack number 9. You let me know, what was your favorite deck back in the Duel Links days? Because I think Light Swarms was one of my favorites. I also like the deck where you can modify the levels of your Atlanteans, make them level 4, and then summon a rank 4 Z with 2 heavy infantries as material, detach and pop. That was really fun. They should make a card that can do that so that I can play it in MasterDuel. Pack number 10. Noble Arms. Alright, well, triple UR, not going to complain, even though I didn't want another one of these. Doesn't make sense to do any more pulls from this pack, so we're just going to get extra duplicates. Looks like I'll just dismantle and get the remaining cards I need. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you liked the video. Make sure to subscribe if you made it this far, and I'll see you next time. Have a good night.